Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 on the AwACraft server. I hope everyone's doing well. And today, we're working at spawn. A little bit. Yes, not a little bit. Quite a lot. We're going to be working on spawn today. I just had to get rid of a griefer, but it made me realize it's been a minute since I've been at spawn working on it, other than this build that I recently did. Not done. Yeah, I know it looks boring on the outside, but it will get done soon. My issue with spawn is, of course, this is mostly decorated. It's not done. I'm not going to work on this specific area yet. What I'm going to do is work on the areas around it. As you can tell, I have some pathways going along. I explained this in the second episode, but I pretty much want to have pathways going around spawn, right? And that's what I want to do. I want to get pathways down, get spawn built up here, so other people can start building. I know another player really wants to build a shop and something else at spawn, so having this pathway should help them out quite a bit. So we're going to do this, and then we're also going to be working on horses. We're going to set up a horse stable for spawn here as well, for newcomers to be able to get a horse or at least buy a horse. I don't know how I'll get that to work. I don't know if I want people to buy the horse or they can just have it. I think they can just have it. It's just the fact I need to keep up with breeding them. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get some better blocks than cobblestone to mark out the pathways. Alrighty, everybody. I gotten a beacon. I don't know why I'm sounding like this. I got a beacon down, and I got some paths going all over the place. If we get in free cam, you can see. Let's see. So let's just start here. So we had the original paths, and then I expanded around this. I want to prettify this cave and just decorate this cave, to make it look. I think I want to make it look lushful with like a mine shaft going through, because there will be mine carts going all around spawn. Um, for every once in a while, I gotta figure it out. But mine carts going through, make this look lushful, um, and abandoned. That's what all of this is supposed to look like, is abandoned. Um, but there's a path going around this cave, and then I got pathways going over here. I'm gonna also have a pathway. This is gonna be like a port or like a bridge walk sort of thing, where it's all unified and built up in a way. But I also want that ground to. I want the ground to still feel not exactly dirty, but I want to feel used. And then there's pathways all around here, so people can build shops or whatever that they want inside of these little areas. I have these pathways, but you can see I got this going around along the edges of rivers. I might make this like a cliff sort of thing. I'm going to try to work with the elevation, if not build on the elevation as of making it better. Let me sleep. So that's the plan, is working on the elevation, maybe even make it better, because I don't want it to all be flat. I want deviations in the road. Like I might add more of a curve to these paths than what you guys see. I'm gonna have a bridge going along here, a loop around this little like pond, so people can probably fish here. And then I have yet again another pathway going through there. I'm gonna also have a pathway going here as well. It's just I kind of forgot to do that. Yeah, and I think this small little area, I don't know, it's not that small. I was thinking maybe having a town center, but it's not that small. Maybe I will. Maybe this can be a fountain, and then I can put some trees over here. We'll see. All right, so this is what ugh, this is what I've gone down for the pathway. Um, I just decided it'd be simpler to. I want to be lazy. That's what it is. To just do the pathway like this, because it's tiring going forest on the same path multiple times over. So I feel like I'm going crazy. But anyways, I think this will be good enough for the server as of right now. I mean, it's not much, but I mean, once a lot of this gets filled out, then we can expand on it a bit more. I will work on spawns, terraforming. I want to make it a little bit more elevated in a way, or just not as flat, hopefully, but it could also just be because of the feeling that there's no buildings right now. So yeah, but anyways, we have the animal barn there, and so I feel like I feel like if anything, we should have our horses. We can probably set up a stable right over here. We got an animal farm over there. We got a lot of buildings going on the west side. We don't have much going south. We have a lot of north and west. Of course, nothing east as of right now, but I think south would be fine. So I think in this little plot of area here, maybe the full thing. Hmm. We'll see, but this bit of plot of land, that would be a good build. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this whole land, because we can have a apple orchard or orchid, or how is it called? I don't know, a tree farm, decorated apples, and then also a small wheat farm, right? Because horses eat hay and apples. Then we can have like a barn or a stable somewhere with, yeah, and then there's a downstairs that we can then test the speed of each horse. I like that idea. Yeah, that's the plan. Alrighty, guys. So it's been quite a while since I last spoke to you guys. Well, probably a day, maybe 2 days. I don't. Oh no, wrong item. Um, I don't exactly remember. Yikes. But I may have gotten to record a little bit in between my build process here so far. So, uh, yeah. But I've done some progress on the horse stable. It's not much, but a lot more than I wanted to do, uh, without a checkup. So, oh man, I don't want to show you guys just yet. I wanna have daytime. I wanna be daytime. Can I? No, I can't really look over there. Hold up. All right, are you guys ready? You guys ready? And what out? Leaves. No, this is my first time looking at it through shaders. I wanted to wait until I was done building it to check it out with shaders. But let's go through here and see what I've done. So my main goal here was getting this half almost like an apple orchid, or I don't know what you call it, but some sort of like fruit farm, whatever, for the horses. So I try to make this cluttered as much as possible. This is definitely something new I haven't really done before. Nothing to this degree, and I love it so much. I love how the mycelium is with the podzol and the mud. We'll get over there in a moment. But look at all this. It looks like ow. It looks like an actual farm. It's pretty small, very compact, but like this looks really pretty. And then down here I got a wheat field, right? I think this is Bee's Fancy Crops resource pack I have, but I've added some tall grass, some bushes, a little bit of short grass, and then some mud. And then over there, I got some custom trees. They're just acacia trees with oak logs and azalea leaves with a bit of droopiness. I did something basic. Didn't want to do too advanced stuff, but this is what this area looks like. And then if we go out, this is what we got going on so far. So we got that orchid. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, there's also an entrance here. we just went through this entrance, and then there's going to be another entrance right about here, which I'm planning on making the stable around here. I want to keep a bit of water for a pond, but the stables here, I might have it expand out that way a bit, where there's an intersection. Yeah, there's an intersection sort of thing. But I am really proud of this build. um, I did this in creative first just to get an idea on what I should do, because if I were to just try to freehand it, I wouldn't have made it like this. I wouldn't have made it so lushful because I wouldn't have all the items in front of my face to see it. So I'm really happy with this. We even have hidden lighting down there. Um, let's see, we got a little bit of a flat plains area. These were a pain in the butt to get. I hated getting these, but anyways, and it of course starts to rain. Oh well. um, okay, so it's been probably 2 days since we last spoke to each other again. Maybe. Oh, this looks really pretty in the rain. Ow. I didn't realize how much this blows in a storm, or at least when raining. Interesting. I don't know if I like that, but I've done some work here with spawn. Sorry, I'm really fascinated by this. If we go down here, you can see that I've built the horse stable. Well, a portion of it. And a nice little custom, I don't know if I should say willow tree, but definitely a nice little custom tree. We have a horse stable where the best horses will be staying at. And then we have a little pond here for now. Hold on. Is this a thunderstorm? Let me sleep, please. There we are. Finally got it to stop raining. I just sat here for a few minutes until it became night and I just slept. uh, but yeah, so this is pretty much everything I've done. I did a little bit more in the creative world. So like there's a bit of a pathway here, and it's a little bit more built up, but this is at least what I've transferred over to at least give you guys an update. I would say this is about, percentage wise, about 75% done. Um, very, very happy with how this is turning out so far. With this whole project in general, with Spawn, since also because this is the most I've done for this since season one, for the server since season one, Spawn wise. So I'm really happy with this project. And then also, if we come over here, we can see that I decorated this side a bit as well. If we go in the cave, I have some dripstone, hanging moss. I got it textured where there's the pale oak in the middle, just to make it look a little darker, a little bit more shaded in the middle, but it's already pretty blocked as is. But it gives that nice bit of shading. So this is what it looks like without shaders. Don't know if you guys realized, but there's frog lights in there, which I really like a lot. It makes this tree glow in the dark, which I yet have to see. I haven't seen it glow in dark yet, so I'm pretty excited to see that. But for this being a larger custom tree, this is probably one of my favorite custom trees I've built. I love like willow like type trees where the leaves are hanging off. I just love doing that to my trees. But this is definitely one of my favorites so far. But let's actually, I haven't shown inside the stable, so I do have 3 pressure plates here, so you can just enter with your horse. But this is where most of the horses are going to stay, as of the good ones, the best horses we can breed. I also hope you guys notice a difference in the quality of my microphone. It's the same microphone I've been using, the Alice Pro, but I've been trying to change my settings to hopefully sound a little bit better. And so far, I think I like it the most. hopefully there's no popping, pop. I'll try to mute that if that's gonna hurt my ears even. So, but hopefully it will work out better than in the past. The past few episodes I have been messing with my mic settings to try to make the mic quality a little bit better than it has been. So, alrighty. So it's been, I don't know how long. I think another day. But I've gotten this little shack down. I still need to work on the pathway a bit. There is a pathway that will continue on here. This, I'm just going to tear this apart. I think I'm just going to make that like an overgrown sort of plains, kind of like that small little section there. Because people can just use this little path here. I don't see a point in having two paths leading into a large area here. That would be nothing. I at least don't see it. So people can at least use this path or whatever if people use paths. What's the name? So I got the shack down. Um, I'm really going out of my zone here. I don't usually mix up palettes and builds, if that makes sense. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, like this is definitely really different because I normally wouldn't mix all these different palettes together for a single build or this a single theme, you know. And I've been really enjoying it. I love the chaotic sort of. It's not the same. Let's just say it doesn't look the same, and I love it. But once we go down here, oh snap! Oh man, this looks really good with the shaders. Um, what's name? So this is where the horse is going to be stored. Uh, I'm waiting for these, or I'm waiting for these to be a little bit more oxidized. I'm trying to wait for this level of oxidization. Um, so that's why. But yeah, this is where the horse is going to be stored. I'm thinking these three will probably be the jumpers or the runners. These would be the jumpers, and these would be like the last few, the best, pretty much the best of the best sort of thing. The one thing I realized for the shaders are being weird. One thing I realized I forgot to do is add a section for me to have is a redstone timer to test the speed of horses and an area to do the jump block height. So so this area was just going to be utility and storage, but if anything, I can put the storage in this wall. No, storage in this wall instead, and then have this wall be pushed that way for how many blocks um to do the speed test, and then a jump test at the end. So on the right side, have a speed test. Once they complete the speed test, they will go to the very end, do a jump test, and then the horses can come back over here. But I want to finish this video pretty quickly here because it's getting a little long, rough. I don't want to say getting long, but it's been a couple of days since I've last spoke to you guys. So either A, I will continue it for the next episode, or B, if I think I can get this episode out in time, which I don't really have a schedule to begin with, so it doesn't exactly matter. But I just want to make sure I have this episode to you guys within a week of the last one. So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the process and test it in creative first because I haven't done a horse speed test for a while. I'm gonna test it in creative and I'll get back with you guys. Alrighty, so I got at least the horse speed testing done. I just gotta decorate it and make it look pretty, which as of right now, I don't want to do. I am tired. Um, and in a way, I want to break from this. How did she get up there? Anyways, so to explain the horses we got now, we have a 15, yeah, a 15 block horse, both of these are 12 horses, and this is a 13, but also a 4.5 jumper. So I think these are the two I'm going to be breeding. And then I haven't tested these jumpers yet, but what's name? I need to work on it a bit more, but I've been working on this too long. I definitely want to get this video out to you guys, so I'm gonna call it an episode for now. I can finish this up after this episode, and I'll show everything I'll show everything in the next one. Sorry, I'm extremely tired, but yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.